Hello everyone, this is Hailey from Cartoonverse, and today I am finally getting the chance to analyze the Star vs. the Force of Evil Season 3 intro that we got recently. And today I wanted to talk about the top 10 interesting things that I saw in this trailer. I'm going to go in order for the most part, and of course I'm going to miss some stuff. There's a ton that I could be analyzing here, but I just wanted to pick the top 10 things I found interesting. So, of course, if you have anything else that you think is interesting that I did not mention, make sure to put it in the comments down below. So, let's begin. Number 1. Marco has his own room now in Muni, it seems. We see some posters that he had from his old room in there, it looks like, and from there they go straight down to another floor, which is in the Butterfly's castle, and we also see the laser puppies. So this means that he probably has his own room, and it means that he might actually be staying there for the summer, which would be really awesome. Number 2. Once again, we see corn in this show. As we know, humans love their corn, and in this instance, Star lands on a bunch of corn and it goes flying everywhere. It lands on the Queen's hair and on the King's eyes, but some also lands on the mural of Star and her family. It covers up the Queen's wand and the King's scepter. Does this indicate something about their roles this season? Will something happen to them and therefore they're rendered powerless? And the only one in the mural left untouched is Star, so maybe it'll be up to her to save them. Number 3. We also see Glossrick twice in this intro. Once near the end with Ludo and the spider and the eagle, but also once right in the beginning with Moon and River. He even gets his own piece of corn, which lands nicely in front of him. Perhaps that's like how things always go smoothly for him, but others don't see it that way. So we'll just have to see what that means. I have speculated before about Glossrick's allegiance, and now we know that he has no true side, which explains why he's seen with both the butterflies and Ludo. This is an intro, so they can take some liberties on how things appear and when they do. So this could be just them trying to explain that he was once on the butterfly side and is now with Ludo because he's bound to the book. And no other characters seem to teleport like this, so this should just be due to because it's an intro and they want to show that thing for Glossrick, or because he's actually using his powers or something else is going on entirely that we have yet to know about. But who knows how Glossrick is pulling it off, if it's actually trying to be an actual thing that's happening in the show. Number 4, we see Ponyhead's dimension. One of the ponies even has a horse body stitched onto it, and it seems like it has almost a cutie mark of sorts, which is really interesting, especially because My Little Pony fans, you probably know what that means, or if you just know about that in general, I guess. And actually quite a few of the ponies have unique markings on their neck, which I don't think I've noticed before. Number 5. Marco's pose here is reminiscent of his pose from Running with Scissors quite a bit, and speaking of which, at the very beginning, in the Butterfly Castle, Marco uses his scissors he got from Hekapoo to make a portal to another dimension. So that means these scissors are probably going to be very important in the upcoming season, and I cannot wait to see him use them more. Number 6. Reminiscent of the episode Crystal Clear, we once again see Queen Eclipsa stuck in a crystal. This time it is much more clear that her right arm is detached from her body. And this is very much a trend in the show that we see where something on a character's right side is damaged or altered in some way. First, we have Marco's right arm, which was once a monster arm. It still lives inside him like a virus, so I'm awaiting its return. Although that will definitely mean bad news for Marco. Tom did lose his right hand in the episode Blood Moon Ball, but he was able to put it back on. Another little tidbit I noticed was that Tom originally had a band around each of his arms from the Season 1 intro, but now only has one on his right arm. Not sure if that means anything, but who knows. And finally we have Toffee's finger, which is now Ludo's hand. That is also on his right arm. Does this show some kind of connection between all these characters? It kind of reminds me of Star Wars, where it's a family thing to lose a right arm or hand. And in this case, maybe it has something to do with dark magic, or an association with being a monster. Number 7. We see Janna, but no Jackie in the intro. Maybe she and Marco are going to be staying there for the summer, as they're the only 2 humans we see in the intro. I would be shocked if Jackie has no role in the season at all, but you never know. The rest of these are going to be kind of short, but they're still really interesting, so I thought I'd point them out. Number 8. The Blood Moon Ball, representing Star and Marco's relationship, looms over them at the end. It is always watching, as we can see. Of course, we have seen it multiple times throughout the show, in the first episode that was released from its namesake, and then, of course, the biggest one, the most recent one, I believe, was from Bon Bon the Birthday Clown, and it kind of keeps watch over them at all times and makes sure the relationship is on track sometimes, even though lately it's been veering off that track. Maybe it'll go back to it because it's watching and it's going to be like, okay guys, getting back. I don't know what I'm saying. But basically, even though Star and MYKAL have a rocky relationship at the moment, I think this is kind of just showing, no, it's going to be okay eventually, since their souls are kind of bonded together. They are eventually going to become a couple in the end. Number 9. This takes place on Muni, as shown by the castle in the background. Probably the whole season might be taking place on Muni, so that would be pretty cool. We'll get to see so many more aspects of this place, maybe also a ton more dimensions, so maybe not much of Earth, but that's okay because a lot of us are really familiar with that planet, so moving off that for a bit would be a nice break from what the series has shown us so far. Number 10. MYKAL is wearing a cape. Not sure what that means at this moment, but it's amazing. The creator of the show is a big fan of Sailor Moon, and with the cape, MYKAL could be a little bit more like Tuxedo Mask. I'm not really sure his role in that series because I've never seen it yet. Maybe I will eventually, but I haven't yet. So I'm not sure of how we could relate to that exactly, but it's almost kind of weird him wearing a cape. I mean, he could be trying to be a superhero or something, or he could just have it because he thinks it looks cool, or it could be something bad representing, the monster side, which I always come back to, but we really haven't seen yet in the series besides the monster arms, so hopefully it'll be brought up more this season, and this cape might be indicating that. So those were my top 10 most interesting little pieces of information from the Season 3 intro, but of course I have some bonus ones for you that I thought I just could not leave out. So basically, first off, Gemini has a Princess MYKAL doll, which I guess he had before, and he still has it now. And secondly, we see Spider in a top hat from the episode Spider in a Top Hat when Star uses a blast from her wand. So those were 2 other pieces of information that I just couldn't leave out, even though I just wanted to make it top 10. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you a lot, Jack Sodas, for helping me with this. He gave me a lot of the information that I used for this. And of course this intro was amazing, and I can't wait for season 3. So I just want to know what all you guys think about this and your reactions to this, and if I missed anything that you thought was really interesting, or like a detail I just totally missed altogether that I should have mentioned, make sure to put in the comments down below. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you Patreon supporters, as always, as I usually say, and I'll see you in the next video.